Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mikey Report for July 8th, 2010. Mikey Edwards here inside our Mikey Report studios. Of course, a lot to get to as usual. BP oil spill, apparently Transocean, unclear as to their status. Actually, they are apparently Transocean is exploiting the offshore wells statuses. For more on the disaster in the Gulf, MSNBC.com. Really not much on that front. It's pretty much kind of a lull in the action, just like Tropical Depression number 2, which if it goes into a tropical storm, it will be named Bonnie. It's around the shores of Texas right now, and weather's making cleanup a little difficult. And a couple other keynotes on the news front. The two young people from the duck boat accident yesterday in the Philadelphia area were from the Marshallton United Methodist Church in Westchester. A vigil and prayer service were held for the incident. The Coast Guard ended their search efforts for the two. Hopefully, somehow, some way, those two will be able to be found. Weather, of course, it wasn't as hot. Well, yeah, it wasn't as hot as it had been, but it's still hot nonetheless. It was around the lower 90s here in the Philly metro area. 91 actually up in Hamlin, hotter than it was in Philly, surprisingly. Currently, we're looking at the low 80s, mid 70s to low 80s across the eastern half of Pennsylvania, but it has been humid. My nose has been acting up, so it's definitely humid. So, Friday, we're looking at some information. Really not much in the way of, a lot of weather issues. 88 we're looking at as the high for Friday down here in the Phoenixville, Philly region. 81 with possible thunderstorms in the afternoon in Hamlin. Saturday we're looking at thunderstorms all day, so it might hamper any plans, like if you're going to Wildwood or any place like that. It's going to be 70 on Saturday up in Hamlin. It's going to be real cool. But 82 to 85 in the Philly region. On Sunday, another cool day, 80 in Hamlin, 86 to 88 in the Philly region. Monday through Saturday and next week, a little bit hotter, as we are mainly in the low 80s in Hamlin and low 90s in the Phoenixville, Philly region. Before we get to anything else, we're going to check. We'll get to NBA free agency. I know that's a big thing for a lot of people. People are wondering, where's LeBron going? What's he doing? We'll find out about that. But first, some baseball news. Tampa Bay beat Cleveland 5-2. They are keeping up in the AL East race. Boston was off tonight. All-Star Joey Votto and the Cincinnati Reds are tied with the Phillies right now 3-3 going into the top, well, in the top of the 12th. As previously mentioned, Votto had his 22nd home run. He just got in as the final man, along with Nick Swisher and the Yankees, who are facing the Mariners currently. That is in the top of the third. No score, but 2 hits for both sides. Now, it is time for that big news that you've all been waiting for. Where is LeBron James going? Of course, if you were watching the ESPN special The Decision at 9 o'clock tonight, you would know, or if you were checking any news sites, you would have found out that LeBron James is going to the Miami Heat. That is right, the Miami Heat. Along with Dwayne Wade, who plans on resigning, and Chris Bosh, going from Toronto to Miami. So pretty much going from. So it's definitely going to be a change in the plans. So, and LeBron James says when he woke up this morning it was the right decision, and that he has the best chance of winning a championship within the next year or two. So that is the latest update here on the Mikey Report. In other local news, Governor Rendell did sign that $28 billion budget, and oil does enter New Orleans through the back door, which is that little lake Pontchartrain, I believe is how it is said. That is how the oil has gotten through. In other local news, of course, for any news, you can check msnbc.com or any of our affiliates, NBCPhiladelphia.com, PAHomepage.com, WNEP.com, Weather.com, or ESPN.com. I think I got all the sources and sites covered. But we are grateful that you could tune in to the Mikey Report anytime, day or night. And hopefully the snow gets better before I start trying to clear it somehow, but not working. Ugh. So humid, I wish it would break. So hopefully the humidity will break. It won't be too hot where I can handle it. The nose won't be stuffy, and we'll all live happy. But right now, kind of miserable, kind of hot. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let myself go, and we'll see you tomorrow night for another edition of the Mikey Report. Toodles.